Now, about 3 weeks ago, I posted a video called How Content Creators Get Bullied in the Borderlands Community. And today we have a great part 2 for you guys on how many content creators get bullied within this Borderlands community. It wasn't just a one-off or two-off occurrence with hacks in Bflat that I covered in this video. And we're actually going to be going back to that video to the unhinged rant that Epic NNG sent Bflat. And we're going to focus on one sentence here. Then, the following night, I sat there along with many other Borderlands creators and watched as you mocked and spoke down to someone condemning your actions. It was disgusting. Now, Epic was talking about how Bflat streamed a glitch to get loot to viewers quicker, and basically how he was abusing the Twitch directory, and how him and some other Borderlands content creators were essentially all in a Discord call together hate watching Bflat. Now, I happen to get a message from someone I'm going to keep anonymous right now. I will cover more of this guy's messages in another video. But basically, this guy told me that...
Exactly. And the other members of the community, Moxie, BZK, Epic NNG, blatantly told me if I was caught supporting Bflat, I would be publicly removed from the community, whatever that means. Unfortunately, I have no proof of them saying this, as it happened in Epic's Discord server voice chat.
Now, this message is a rumor, for what it's worth. You know, someone messages this to me, and I happen to believe them, and I'm going to be showing you guys why. And that's because around May 12, 2021, as you can see from this message from J94 Gaming, why is everyone suddenly bitching about modded arms race? It's been a thing for months. Let people stream what they want to stream and stop bringing toxicity into a community that prides itself on being friendly. And essentially what was going on a couple months after Bflat was using the car glitch, people ended up modding arms race and adding different loot to it, adding different difficulty, you know, randomizers, stuff like that. But they were essentially giving out gear using the arms race loot event. And what ended up happening is a bunch of people started commenting. And let's look at this comment from Moxie, who says, woke up and watched a streamer run around an arms race, insta-killing everything with no circle, speed hacks, and legendaries dropping from every enemy. After streaming vanilla arms race for 4 hours myself, just feels bad, man. I like modded arms race, but that feels like Lilith chest all over again. And it's funny because Lilith chest happened to involve Bflat. And then he says, genuinely mean, no disrespect. It's a weird line because I have a blast playing modded arms race to add new challenges to it. But doing it as a way to just print legendaries for viewers feels weird to me at least. It's 5 a.m. I should just delete and go to sleep. We have Birdman commenting on it saying, am I a psycho for thinking it's dumb to abuse a bug in arms race if you're streaming? I don't know. I guess my takes have been bad this week or something. Like you aren't even playing arms race at that point. Too many are using the event for personal gain growth, and it leaves a bad taste in the mouth of streamers who actually want to be rewarded in the directory for playing what they enjoy. Those who abuse it for their own benefit today will pay the price via karma tomorrow. We've got BZK commenting saying this, people think this affects just them and their viewers, but how does it affect other streamers? For example, I stream on Xbox. I don't think people take into account how this makes console streamers feel, and then going ahead and leaving a couple other comments on the situation of how he essentially thinks it's unfair that people are able to abuse this loot event on Twitch. And when it all comes down to it, Psychotic Wolf was the main one involved in messaging a dev, and let's go ahead and see what he has to say. All right, time to clear things up. Is modded arms race wrong? No. Does modded arms race give you an advantage over other content creators in the directory? Yes. Is gear that shouldn't be given out being done in modded arms race? Yes. Should people be held accountable for doing wrong things in the game? Yes. Is modded arms race helping content creators' numbers go up? Yes. Being part of the content creator team, Nextmaker, I felt a responsibility to ask what Gearbox felt about streamers extracting gear that is not available in current game, i.e. event gear, random parts gear, etc. The response I got was it's frowned upon and considered cheated/modded gear. The response of, if they allow it, I can do it, is such a horrible excuse to do whatever you want. Just because you can do it does not mean you should do it. I could break the law, but I shouldn't break the law. It is my responsibility to decide to act at what is right versus what is wrong. Now, I also see a lot of the blame that is being passed around. Let's be clear and call it everyone who is responsible for the modded gear to be released to the public. Number one, Gearbox for allowing mods. The people who created said mods, the streamers who are streaming said mods and releasing modded gear to the community, viewers joining the extraction event getting said modded gear. All of you are responsible to be where we are at today. My opinion, for what it matters, you want to run modded arms race, go ahead, have fun. However, do the responsible thing for the community and your fellow streamers and extract gear that you can only obtain in the game right now. And we have Mercy Siren commenting on this saying, this topic has literally brought me to tears several times over the past week. I don't do it for the views. Maybe there are people who do, but I say every day that I don't give a fuck if I have one viewer or 100. I'm playing a game that I love and I'm passionate about. And Psychotic Wolf tells her, if you're doing it correctly, i.e. no modded gear out, don't feel bad. PC has had an advantage over console since day one. Does it suck? For them, yes. Nothing wrong acknowledged. All right, I don't give a shit anymore. And what I want to focus on is this tweet right here. Being part of the content creator team, I felt a responsibility to ask Gearbox how they felt about streamers extracting gear that is not available in the current game. So essentially, Psychotic Wolf asked them, what do they think about them extracting like event gear, like the Halloween gear, like the Valentine's gear. So like stuff with terror anointments, or with the Valentine's, it's mainly the wedding call, I would say, is the most popular gun from that event. And Gearbox seemed to have given their response, which is they don't want their event gear being given out because events are kind of a part of marketing for them, and that makes sense that they don't want that being given out. However, a couple things. Number one, Nextmakers are now using this as a reason to twist the narrative. They're using one little thing they got from a Gearbox dev saying that they don't want event gear given out, and they're using this to say that it is basically immoral because they're abusing the Twitch directory for views. It's not fair for console streamers who can't stream that event. They just want to play the game normally and be rewarded for playing normally. And this is a ridiculous take because that is the entire point of the EchoCast loot feature, to give Borderlands players access to loot in exchange for viewership on Twitch. This is the entire point of the event. And it seems that enough small streamers, we had J94 Gaming, Mercy Siren, Broken English was one, I believe Big Bullseye actually got partnered doing these events. So we have enough small streamers who aren't Nextmakers who are getting viewership from this, so increased viewership, I would say, that it is causing a fuss from Nextmakers who are downright jealous of their added viewership. As Moxie said himself, after streaming Vanilla Arms Race for 4 hours, it just feels bad, man. And it feels like Lilith Chest all over again. And this is a bit of a self-report that this is jealousy over viewership. And they are using the fact that they are Nextmakers, they are using the fact that a dev said, oh yeah, event gear shouldn't be given out. That's frowned upon, don't do that, to basically twist this narrative that it is an immoral thing to do to quote unquote abuse the Twitch directory, which we have seen that sort of phrasing used before. And they're essentially targeting lots of small Borderlands 3 streamers. And this is insane to me. How is this ever a good thing for the community? And why are the Nextmakers policing the community? If you look at the Borderlands 3 Twitch directory today, at most, you'll see 60 or 70 people in there. Or I guess whenever Killer 6 goes live, we'll get a couple hundred, and then when he stops, it'll die down again. A lot of these streamers that I'm pointing out, Moxie, Birdman, Psychotic Wolf, Epic NNG, none of you stream Borderlands 3 anymore. So you guys were jealous for viewership at the time, and you essentially wanted to shit talk the entire community to ruin the fun for everyone, only for you guys to not even end up streaming Borderlands 3 only a year or two later. And at the end of the day, even if Gearbox says they frown upon something or something's unintended, guys, we should be doing that stuff anyway. Gearbox loves to nerf all of our fun builds, and what do? We find the next broken thing to abuse the game again. Gearbox likes to fix certain bugs, certain this, certain that, but what does a good Borderlands player love? A good Borderlands player loves a good farm. I love me whenever, Some good respawn farming. Whenever you don't have to save quit the game and you could just fast travel and start farming that same boss again. I love me a good AFK farm. I posted a Zane build that used to AFK farm the jabbers. Every single Borderlands player loves a way to get gear, and I would say the community loved when those streamers glitched arms race and was giving out modded guns and fun stuff to do. Now, when it comes to using modded guns, it's not everybody's cup of tea. And if you don't like doing it, then don't play with a modded gun. If you think that stream is boring because all they're doing is giving out modded guns, don't watch it. There's literally no issue, and I don't know what community I'm in, but I'm pretty sure Borderlands 2 got really popular 5 years after launch due to people playing with mods, randomizers. Jolt's just posted a Torg playable character run that was a little bit popular again, even to this day on Borderlands 2, and it's using mods. People enjoy playing this game the way they see fit. And it just seems like there is a pattern where Gearbox or Nextmakers don't like how we play the game and they want to tell us how to play the game. And what I have to say to that is go fuck yourself, because we can play this game however we want. I mean, quite frankly, we don't need people telling us what to do or how to enjoy our free time. And so I just wanted to point that out in today's video, because if we don't, this is going to happen all over again during Borderlands 4. So be sure to like and subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next one. I'm out.